So there's a word in Sanskrit called, that is santosha, and it translates to contentment. And the idea is that we should be content with the things we have around us, with our lives, noticing that there are so many wonderful things that we have. So basically, santosha, the fuller translation is gratitude, to be grateful. And it's so important, and I think the more we are grateful, the more that comes back to us, the more that we receive. So with that in mind, let's focus on our practice with gratitude, being grateful for all the things you're able to do during this practice, and non-judgmental about the things that gave you a challenge, that were a bit of a struggle, because we should focus on what we can be grateful for, right? So let's come inside, close our eyes, and begin to focus on your breath. Come to a comfortable seat, your hands on your thighs. And deepen your breath. Fill your lungs all the way up. Fill them as much as you can, maybe even a little more. And then when you exhale and you're completely empty of breath, get a little emptier, get fully, fully empty before you start all over again. Inhale, deep, deep, deep breaths. Slow, slow exhales. Breathing in all that gratitude. And exhaling, let go of judgment. Let go of it. Breathe in gratitude, thinking of all the things in your life that you are so grateful for. And exhale, let go of all those little things that get in your way. Just let go of them. After your next exhale, return to your natural breath. And keep focusing on your breath, as we're going to be using it throughout this practice to help us to move. And now begin to slowly open your eyes to let in the light. Bring both arms down alongside your hips, reaching, your fingers reaching for the earth. You're in a mountain back. You're a little bit away from the back of your chair, just a little bit, to give you enough room to bring you to that wonderful mountain back with your shoulders over your hips, your belly toward your spine, your chin level with the earth, crown of your head reaching upward. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and let your arms just fall comfortably by your side. Tadasana, a mountain. Inhale your right arm alongside your right ear. Exhale, lateral stretch to the left. Let your left arm continue to reach down to the earth. Lift your left arm to come parallel with your right. Fingers and palms facing each other. Bring your right arm down alongside your body, fingers reaching for the earth. Your left arm strong alongside your ear, and lateral stretch over to the right. Feel the stretch on your side body. Feel that stretch as your right fingers move to the earth. Bring both arms back up to center, or palms facing each other. And bring your hands back down to your thighs. Turn around in your chair so that you have no back at all behind you. Your feet are flat on the earth. We're going to begin our cats and dogs. So on an exhale, you'll curl your spine all the way back behind you. On an inhale, let your elbows move back behind you, your heart move forward, your hands are on your thighs. Exhale, slide your hands forward, curl your back behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Continue with these spinal release at your own pace. You go as slow as you wish, as rapidly as you wish. I like it. It's nice and slow. Notice the shape your spine takes when you curl in different directions. Notice how your shoulder blades come apart in your cat, come together in your dog. And then in your next cat, with your spine curled way back behind you, pause. And then come up to a neutral spine. Turn back to the center of your chair. All right, good. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Just turn your head, just your head. And then send it back to look over your opposite shoulder. Do that once more on each side. And then let your head come back to center. You're going to put your right hand outside your left thigh, wrap your left arm around the chair, or you can leave it alongside the chair. You're going to look over your left shoulder. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale. Empty of breath and twist just a little more. We always want to go to our edge and then give it a little push, just a little one. And keep breathing. Bring your left arm alongside your left ear. And inhale and turn back to center. Bring your arms down to your thighs. And we'll do that on the other side. So you're going to turn. So your left hand outside your right thigh, your right arm either wrapped around the chair or alongside your hip. Either way, turn to look over your right shoulder. Lengthen on the inhale and twist after the exhale. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear. Inhale, and then exhale, turn back to center. Bring both arms down onto your lap. Come away from the back of your chair. And just take a moment and breathe. And wrap your hands around your left thigh underneath. Interlace your fingers so that it works like a pulley on your leg. And you come on the ball of your left leg. And you're going to help with your hands to lift that leg up a little bit. And then bring it down. Just come on the ball of your foot when it goes down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Once more. Up and down. And release it. Okay. Remember, whenever you're putting any kind of stress on your hamstrings, that wasn't so much stress on your hamstrings, but it did remind me to remind you that that can, you want to take pressure off your hamstrings, so you use your abdominal muscles to help do that. And that in turn also helps your lower back. Strengthening your core helps your whole back, but in particular your lower back. So squeeze those abs and to protect your back. So let's do the other, and your hamstring. So let's do the other leg. So interlace your fingers underneath your right leg, your right thigh. You're on the ball of your right foot. And you're going to lift it up, and you're helping it with your hands, and you're going to bring it down. You're going to lift it up and bring it down. And another time. And once more. All right. So now we're going to do that without the use of our hands. So you're going to do that. Free form is the word I was looking for. So come on the ball of your left foot and lift your whole leg. Bring it down. Lift it up. It might just be a little bit, or it could be a lot. Depends on your flexibility right now of your joints, your hip joint. And bring it down. Come on the ball of your other leg. Lift it and bring it down. Lift it and bring it down. Notice the difference between doing it free form and using your hands as props. And bring it down. So you're actually still exercising your muscles, but there's a little bit more. You probably feel a little bit more when it's only your leg working. All right. So we want to move from side to side. So you're going to come on the ball of your left foot, lift your buttock off the mat, off the chair, sorry. Come down, and then the other side, down. And keep it going from side to side. Go as slowly as you like, as quickly as you like. I'm holding on to the sides of the chair. You don't need to do that if you feel comfortable with your hands free. And then come back to center. You have a strap? Do you have a strap handy? If you don't, you can still do this without, but it would be good if you had one. So if you do have a scarf or a strap or a belt or anything that works as a scarf, you're going to step on it with your left foot. And so you have the two ends in your hand. And if it's shorter, of course, your hands will be down here. You really don't need it to be as long as this strap. This is very long, right? So you're going to straighten your left leg using, helping to use the strap to help it stay up. Have a little tension in that strap and push it away. You could do this without the strap. It's a little bit more difficult, probably. Maybe not. For some of you, it may not be. So I want you to push into the belt or strap, whatever you're using, and create a little tension. Yeah? Your leg. All right, and then let it go. And then lift your leg again, and this time you're going to take hold of both ends of the strappy thing you're using, all right? And bring your opposite hand down onto the chair, and you're going to send your leg all the way out to the side as far as it allows you. Yeah, and then you're going to slowly bring it back. And then you're going to let go. Let it down. Okay. Then straighten it again. Take the strap with your opposite hand. And you're going to send your leg a little bit across the center line. And you have another leg in the way, right? So you can lengthen that, or you can just touch. It's okay if you come across. You're not going to go all the way anyway. We just want to go a little bit across the center line. Okay? And then bring it back and bring it down. Right. Make circles with your right foot. Just make circles. Just a little release here. Make sure you're using your ankle while you're making that circle, and go the other way. But you're making the circle all the way up from your hip joint. Your knee is involved, your whole leg is involved, and bring it down. Make circles, your other leg. Go both ways. And bring it back down. Okay, so that was good, right? So we're going to use the strap again, but later. And again, it's one of those kinds of things, like you could have done this without the strap, right? But it's a little bit more challenging without. So I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to use it when we're standing later, okay? So come to sit nice and comfortably, and come away from the back, far away from the back of the chair. Because what we want to do now is little circles, little hip circles, going all the way around, all the way to the back, all the way to the side, all the way forward. It's like you're circling your shoulders, yeah? But it's really your hips that are doing all the work. And your circles may be very small. They may be like this. They may be very big. It does not matter. Any amount is good. Any amount. And then next time you're at center, go the other way. And then come back to center. And just breathe for a moment. Just breathe. Take some nice breaths here. Slow breaths. Okay, so come on the balls of both feet. Bring your heels together. Swivel back to center. And bring your heels down to the mat. Lift your heels. And bring them together. Separate and bring them down. Lift, touch heels, separate, bring them down. Lift, touch heels, separate, bring them down. lift, touch, separate, down. Excellent. Good. All right. So what I have in mind for standing, I think we can actually begin doing that now. I think we've done what we needed to do here. So come up to stand. And have your strap handy. We won't need it right away. And come to the back of your chair. Okay. So we're going to continue a little bit of that motion. Step your feet as wide as the legs of your chair. Bend your knees. And we're going to do that again standing, circling your hips. Send your pelvis forward when you come forward. Send your butt back behind you and go all the way around in big circles or little ones. And then go the other way. So this puts a little bit more pressure on your knees this way, but it's good pressure. This is good for you. But if you have, if that's bothering you, you need to stop. And you know that at any point, you'll stop. All right, so bring your legs so that your feet are under your hips. And we're going to begin to do a little toe dance. So you'll come on to the ball of your right foot and then your left, and you're going to go up and down. So like you're pedaling in place. And come back to stand. So turn to the side of your chair. What we're going to do now is a curtsy. So, the Queen of England comes to visit you. She knocks on your door. So what do? You step your right foot back and you bend both knees and you bring it forward. Right? Oh, but wait, we have to do both sides, right? So you're going to bend your knee. You're going to step your left leg back and curtsy and bring it forward. Right. And curtsy the other way. And do it again, curtsy. Remember, you're holding onto the chair, so be brave. Come down all the way. Be brave. All right, very good. All right. So we're going to walk on a tightrope now. So we're going to do that by standing up straight here. First, you're going to start in your mountain. And we're going to start going backwards. So you're going to put your toes behind your heel and straighten that leg. And then your other toes behind that heel and straighten that leg. And if you think you can let go, then let go. Otherwise, grab hold of your chair. And then you'll come forward. So the important thing is you want to stay in that straight line. So it's heel to toe, toe to heel. Yeah. And let's do it going the other way so that the chair is in our way and see if we can go a little bit farther. So I'm doing my right foot in front of my left. And then the left. And then, yeah, we can go a little more this way. And then go back. Oops. So take the time to make sure your foot is directly behind the other foot. Whoa, look how far we can go if we use both sides of the chair. Okay, and come back and relax. All right. So we're going to do our clock, yeah? So do a clock, and I'm going to do it this way. So I've got this chair here to help me out. because I'm not very good at this one. So we're in the middle of where the handles attach, where the hands of the clock attach, and we're going to send one out to 12 o'clock. Your foot on the floor, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and come back to center. Other foot. Oh, I have to go backwards now. So we're at 12, all right? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and come back. Okay, so this time we're going to try not to touch the floor, but it's there for you if you want it. The floor is there, thank goodness, right? So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back to center. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, that's right, I didn't go backwards. That's okay, you'll forgive me, right? And come back to center. Yeah. All right, good. So I think we should do that one more time, because that's really, really good for hip flexion, right? Send your, maybe you can go a little higher this time, so we're at noon. Maybe you can let go, right? So if we're going to try that, face your chair, the back of your chair. So if we're going to try to let go at any point, so that it's more conveniently in front. So you have noon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ooh, and come back to center. So start out holding on, noon, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and back to center. Okay, excellent. All right, so get your strap or your, whatever you're using. Hi. Hi. Okay, so we're going to put the step on the strap with, or a step on it with your right foot. Take the both ends in your hand. You're going to bend, you have your left hand on the back of the chair. You're going to bend your right foot. You're going to send your leg behind you and then bring it back. You're going to bend your right foot, lift it up, bring it back, bring it back. Bend your right foot, pick it up, send it back, bring it back down. Lift, send, and bring it down. Okay. Sorry, there's a little interruption. We had a little intrusion. So lift your left foot, send it back. So your knee to knee, and then you go to the back. So you're going to go back and forth. So let's try on this side, just swinging back and forth with your knee bent. Well, let's do that again on both sides, because I like that a little bit better. I practiced it the other way, but I think I like it this way better. Just going back and forth. All right. And then back again on this side. And again, this is something you can do without the strap if you feel comfortable doing that. Okay, because you have the table here, the chair. So we are going to do that now with, to take you into Nata Rajasana, which is King Dancer. So it's a very, very special pose. And we're going to do a little bit of a back bend there. So what I'd like you to do first is bring your arms all the way around, interlace your fingers, and send your knuckles down towards the earth, your heart up for a little bit of a back bend. And release. And then do that again. Arms back, interlace, heart up, and bring it back. And if, you know, always your chair is here, so you could do that this way, having your chair. Heart up and back. Heart up and back. And turn around. Okay, so we're going to go for the King Dancer. So step into your strap if you have one. Hold on to your chair with your left hand. I have my right foot captive with my strap, my left hand on the mat, on the chair. Bend your right foot, bring it back behind you, right? And then lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your heart. And bring it down. We're going to do it another time without the strap. I've tried it both ways. All right. So you're going to bend your knee, send it back behind you. All right, and lift your heart. Lift your heart. Okay, and bring it down. So we're going to try it without the strap. And this way you might be able to also send your arm up. So this time you'll bend your right leg, send it out behind you without the strap. Your right hand is on the back of the chair and your right arm comes up for King Dancer. It could also be here, anyway along the way. And bring it down. Other side. First, send your leg back behind you. Send it back, holding on to the chair. Send your arm up for a King Dancer. Beautiful. Bend your knee as much as you like. All right. Excellent. That was great. All right. So we're going to come back to sit. Right. So we're going to do a sun salutation before we come to Shavasana. So open up your legs so that the knee is at the edge of the corner of your chair, right? And again, you're going to come as far down as you comfortably can. If you can't open your arms wide, you can just let them come out in front, whatever works, right? Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Come down as far as you can. If you can bring your hand inside your feet, or if it's up here, that's also fine. You're going to open the other one up to the sky. And then bring both hands down. Fly out and up and bring your hands down the center line. Now we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down, your hands inside. And again, it might be here, you might be on the chair. And if you're on the chair, it's the same thing. You're going to open up nice and wide. Come back down. Fly out and up and down the center line. Bring your legs together. Right. So we're going to try a forward fold, just a straight forward fold. It's another cooling pose, so you're going to have to separate your legs again, but only as much as you're comfortable. It doesn't have to be quite as wide, because you're going to come down. You're going to send your hands down your legs, let them go over your knees and all the way down. And this may be as far as you come. This may be as far as you come. And then some of you may be able to bring your hands to your ankles and just let your head hang. Good for blood flow. And wherever you are in your forward fold, be grateful that you have come this far, and know that every time you'll go a little bit more, you'll get better and better. Let's go forward again. And then come back up, unfold. Okay. So I think we can begin to come to our Shavasana. So make yourself nice and comfortable. While you're in your Shavasana pose, I am going to guide you through a meditation for gratitude. But first, we want to be nice and relaxed in our Shavasana. So let your feet, legs go where they will. You know, I always like my blanket. You can be just nice and relaxed in your chair, just like this. Whatever you like, your arms just straight out. Just don't fall asleep. That's the problem if you get too comfortable, right? So come to your Shavasana, your best Shavasana. And bring your attention to your breath. And feel your whole body letting go, like you are giving in to gravity, letting go. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation, and I welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. And as you come to settle in, allowing your whole body to assimilate all of the energy that you have generated here today, let's think about thanking every body, place, spirit in our life, and starting with ourselves. So just let these words sink in as you bring your attention to your heart center, your center of love and compassion. Thank you, dear body. Thank you for taking me where I wish to go. Thank you for all my senses allowing me to feel, see, hear, taste, and smell gifts that enrich my everyday experiences. Thank you, dear heart, for beating for me, for your beautiful rhythm. Thank you, dear body, for being so unique, like a work of art, a sculpture designed just for me. Thank you for keeping me safe inside this beautiful place so I can live this precious life. And a thank you to the earth and to the heavens. Thank you, dear Mother Earth, for embracing me and weaving me into your precious ecosystem. Thank you for the sunrise that fills me with hope. For the colors you paint all around me, the greens, the blues, the pinks, the yellows, the purples, and all the colors in between. Thank you. Thank you for the rain that nurtures your flora, for the rainbows that color the sky, for the food you so generously give us. Thank you for the snow that shimmers like frosting and invites children to play. Thank you for the sunset that calms my heart, for the evening sky filled with sparkling stars that tickle my eyes. Thank you, dear moon, for illuminating the sky and keeping us close to our earth, our home. Thank you to every person, every creature who I have ever known, to those with whom I have clashed, as well as those who I have loved deeply. Thank you for the lessons you taught me that allowed me to grow. Thank you for your unconditional love, your patience, your guidance. Thank you for making me laugh, for sharing my tears, for listening to my heart, for making me stronger, for challenging my beliefs, my instincts, for contributing to who I am today and who I will be tomorrow. Thank you to the divine spirit that fills me with infinite love. Thank you for keeping me safe, for holding me close, for giving me courage and letting me know how powerful I am and that I will thrive. Take a deep breath and come back to your heartbeat, so tenderly beating for you. Come back. And just let your breath relax you even further. Send your arms overhead and your feet away from you. Yeah, feel your whole body stretching a little bit. And then come back into this room. Come back to sit and bring your hands to your heart. And let's be grateful for what we were able to do today without judgment, knowing that we get better and better every day. Thank you so much, my yogis and yoginis. Namaste.